that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your
We welcome you to the LFG Play-In Round 2 on RSC. My name is TK Mitch, and tonight we have Paris and we have Baton Rouge. The winner of this game advances to the Season 50 LFG playoffs. We'll get a kickoff, but this will not count for anything. As you know, both teams have to get set, as we will get a return, though, and it's out of bounds. After a 20-yard game, we know that we will have to, of course, get some play clocks. I'm pretty sure we are missing a quarterback for someone, or we're missing some players. Pretty sure Paris is missing their quarterback, Nico. Or they're waiting for him. So we'll see how that situation develops. My name is TK Mitch here on RSC, as we should have another great one here in the play-in final game tonight at 10:30 EST. The playoff selection show exclusively in the LFG Discord, as we will see where each team will be seated. But as we wait, Leonard is the quarterback for Baton Rouge that will get it started. Leonard, of course, I know him from a bunch of side leagues from back in the day when I used to commentate JFL, all the way back yonder when that was a league. And of course, on the other side for Paris, if he ends up joining, I think he was, I don't remember what they said he was in, or something was happening, but it is Nico on the other side for Paris. Of course, I could not find Leonard's stats, as he was not on the leaderboard for enough things, but I did, of course, was able to capture Nico's stats. So this year in Season 50, he has 288 completions with 5,676 yards, 63 touchdowns to Concord with 21 interceptions and a 92.50 QBR. That's presented by RSC Stats here at RSC. Of course, on the other side, Leonard did not have enough information on stats to make a graphic for him. It will be Baton Rouge to start us off with the football when we get ready. Remember, you can join the RSC Discord using that link and continue to help us grow here on RSC as we look to continue to stream the LFG on RSC. Joining the Discord will help us support that, as we are still getting play clocks and stuff. That's just 2 of their 3 that they have. Scoreboard, the exact same that we've been using. If it ain't broke, we don't fix it. So but that's the current. Of course, these past 3 RSC games that I've streamed have been great ones. Yesterday came down to a Hail Mary that ended up did not mattering, as Lexington got the win because of -6 in challenges by Los Angeles. But that game was good if there was no challenges. The game before that, actually the game before that was alright. And then the game before that, we had a crazy comeback. And then the game before I was at RSC, we had a tie, the first ever tie in Division 1 LFG history. Of course, last night on RSC, we had 2 good games. One that ended up having a reversal after the game due to some false challenges. And the other one that ended in overtime. As pretty sure it was London that pulled it off. Or Salt Lake, I don't remember which one pulled it off. I think it was Salt Lake that ended up surviving. They forced a 4th down stop in overtime that kept them with the lead. Or, of course, the win. As Paris does not have a quarterback, so I think we're just going to get a play as we are underway, and immediately some lag, but we are underway in the Round 2 Division LFG playoffs, or LFG play-in. Give me 1 second, Micah, and I will check what you sent me. Fires across the middle, that is caught for a first down on a 29-yard gain. Of course, the scoreboard will show... I can actually fix the timeouts real fast. Or I'll fix the timeouts. I keep always forgetting the timeout changes that LFG has incorporated. 2nd down and 11. Gonna lob one into the end zone. Our first touchdown on our first drive goes to Baton Rouge. That is Leonard with the catch. I don't know who's the quarterback for Baton Rouge. I thought it was going to be Leonard because I remember him being a great top-tier quarterback. Oh, was it FF2? I have no idea. I don't really, keep up. Okay, that is not a name that I will say. Oh, it is Leonard. What am I talking about? Then who is Assassins? Just Assassins. Okay. So, I was mistaken. It is Leonard who's the quarterback. Assassins is someone else. I don't know where I got my information from. My sources are wrong. So, Nico will not be here. Or at least from what I've been told, I don't see Nico. Unless he, just recently joined. So, they are playing this game without their starting quarterback. So, let's see if they can get it done. So, they'll have the backup in. His first pass is cut at the LOS for a gain of 12. Let me figure out who their quarterback even is. No idea how to say that. So, I'm just going to call him Q. Q is in for the backup quarterback. Nico did not attend. Don't know why. Fires across the middle. Beautifully placed ball for a 44-yard gain and a first down. I can turn on game audio. I always forget this. Always don't know why I forget this. I turn it off so you can listen to the pregame music. First drive, touchdown. The backup quarterback does not matter. Paris goes right down the field and has a touchdown reception on the first drive, and both teams have a touchdown. This to tie us at 7 apiece. And the kick is a line drive, but right through. Mike Vrabel is the head coach of the year in the NFL, for those who care. Just announced the NFL awards are on. So, Baton Rouge will get the ball back, as Paris scored on their first drive, and so did Baton Rouge. First down and 15 for Leonard. And his Baton Rouge offense, the winner of this, advances to the Season 50 LFG playoffs. That's cut for a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. Leonard looking to his left side. I remember back in his JFL days, he really liked going left and then right. Fires one way to the outside. Incomplete. 3rd down upcoming. If Paris can pull off this victory with a backup quarterback, that will be super impressive. Fires one high. That is caught. First down and much more. My brother is calling me. I need to answer the phone. So I will be right back, but I will have the game on. Sorry about that, folks. My brother called me on the cell phone. Had to answer that one. That is caught somehow, some way for a first down. First down and goal. Baton Rouge's second drive. Trying to put another touchdown in. Leonard up the middle. Touchdown, Baton Rouge. They have the lead back. This to make it a 7-point game. And the kick is no good. Of course, yesterday, I think I saw the craziest kick that I've ever seen in my life. And that was a kick that hit off the upright and bounced in. As that will be a touchback. Paris will have it first down and 15 from the 20-yard line. As we are getting some lag in the server, Illinois server. Not sure why that is. Maybe I have too many tabs open. That could be a reason. TK Mitch has so many tabs open for no reason. We are super laggy now. I have no idea what is going on. The stream is still going, I think. I'm not sure what just happened. Give me 1 second. I need to put it on this screen for a second so I can close out some tabs. Because Steam thinks it should take up all my resources in the background. That is my bad, chat. Gonna fire downfield. Man down there. Swatted and incomplete. As that was a turnover on downs, it was 4th down. Gonna step up in the middle. Leonard's pass falls incomplete. What is up? What's up? This is RSC. We are under a minute. I have no idea what he's saying. He's speaking like a foreign language to me. So obviously Micah knows. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Baton Rouge. Oh, okay. I'm not checking no other stream right now. 2-point conversion, no good. Oh, did someone submit RSC as a link or something? Or what's happening? Did they submit? Okay, good. I was about to say, why is he over here in RSC talking about it? I was hoping that he did submit our channel as a link. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, that seems about right. I've seen like 3 people every day who submit the wrong stream link in LFG. I don't understand why people can't just submit a normal twitch.tv link, as that is across the middle and caught for a 41-yard gain and a first down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people make a mistake really copy and pasting. This will be the final play of the first quarter, as Paris is already, as that's intercepted in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback to end the first quarter. Turn the stream down. Like what? My stream mic is in the green. If I'm too loud, then turn the stream down. There is always a fix to the problem. First down and 15. Baton Rouge going to take a short check down. They're going to wait for him to get back up, and he ends up getting more yards. Paris's quarterback was Nico. Ended up not being Nico, so it is Q. Oh, it's in the blue. Okay, we are still getting some lag. 15-yard gain and a first down. There's only green, yellow, and red, so I don't know what microphone software you're using, but it's not the one that I'm using. Leonard's going to take a shot downfield and overthrew him. It'll be second down and 15. Oh, I lag. I don't know. It could be my lag. I do have some terrible Wi-Fi, I will say that, but Leonard's going to step up, run, has a first down on a gain of 5 when he only needed 3. As they are marching into Paris territory, trying to take a 3-possession lead. Here in this first half, Paris without their starting quarterback. They've had a turnover on downs and an interception in the end zone. Leonard trying to extend his lead. Wanted to go left, goes back right, fires middle of the field. That is caught at the 20. Trying to get the outside and the edge. Hurdles over a man and has a 21-yard gain. First down and goal. Leonard fires middle, caught, touchdown, Baton Rouge. They extend the lead. Grand Master on the comeback grab. PAT to make it 26-7. And the kick is good. So Paris scored on their first drive, has not scored since then, and it is not looking good. Already down by 19. They also have a backup quarterback playing. Baton Rouge looks like they wanted to send 3, end up do not. Fires trying to get a comeback route, and that probably hit the poor water boy on the sideline. Here with 3:15 left in the second quarter. Rolling out left is Q. Fires short. They've liked the check down. And that's an 11-yard gain. And it's going to bring up a third down and short as we come up on 3 minutes left in the second. For Paris, Nico is not here. So it is this Q guy that I'm showing right here as he overthrows a pass. And of course, over on Baton Rouge, it is Leonard, like it has been. Nico did not show up for this game. Fourth down and 4. A big play in this game. Gonna roll out right. Q has all day. Just needs to step up and run, and he has a first down. The ball was fumbled out of bounds, but he has 6 when he needed 4. First down and 15. Q fires middle of the field, caught, first down again, back-to-back plays with the first down. And they're all the way down into Baton Rouge territory on a must-knee drive to close out this first half. Fire short, that is caught. Baton Rouge did receive the first half kick, so if Paris can score right here and maybe get a stop and maybe score again, this could be a very tight game going into half, but that's easier said than done. Q looking, really has nothing open, just going to fly one into the end zone, and it's out the back and incomplete. Third down upcoming, just above 2 minutes. Third down and 4, fires fast, it's caught, first and goal, Paris. The Chevaliers have it first and goal. With a minute 48 left in the first half. The clock is winding down. As they took the play clock down a little bit. Rolling out left, has all day. Fire short, that is caught. Trying to spin into the end zone. Cannot get there. And it'll be second down and goal with 1 yard to go. Gonna fire fast on a screen pass. Did not turn the corner. Third and goal. Third down and goal. Coming up on the 1 minute warning. Will they take us to the 1 minute warning? It looks like they will. Third down and goal here at the 1 minute warning. It really feels like 4 down territory right here for Paris. Down 3 possessions already, lobbing, end zone, swatted. Cannot get the tip drill. He had a man behind him. 4th and goal, and they're going to go. What can Q do, the backup quarterback, on 4th and goal? We are experiencing lag. I don't know what's going on. There is a touchdown, though, for Paris. We'll see on the replay. Pacific with a great catch. And the PAT to trim the lead down stays inside the upright. And it is 14-26. Keep in mind, Paris does get the ball coming out the half. But they kind of need the force of Baton Rouge stop right here to keep this game close. This ball will be received at the 5, and we'll get a takeout. He's going to cut it back the other way and cut back inside and just kneel down at the 25. As we'll get a timeout called. Not sure whose timeout that is. That'll be Buffalo's timeout. Or not Buffalo. Paris's timeout. So they're first of 2 here in this first half. They'll have 1 remaining with 50 seconds left in the first half. 1 timeout remaining. Really did not need to use it. It was the start of the drive. Leonard's going to look to throw and fire downfield immediately. That is caught. Trying to get the edge. He's finally tackled down after a 61-yard gain. Timeout called by Paris again. Their last. With 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Baton Rouge and Leonard trying to extend their lead. It's a long 1st and goal. They're all the way back at the 14. Leonard's going to look right, trying to find something. Comeback route cut. Gain of 6. Time still running. They have all the time in the world. Baton Rouge still has 2 timeouts. Paris with nothing. As we are under 20 seconds left in the first half. Leonard rolling out left, fires, touchdown, Baton Rouge. Megatron with the grab. "14 seconds left in the half, and the kick is right down Broadway, and it is 33-14. This kick will not make it into the end zone at all. They're going to have to bring it out and waste time. As that will be downed at the 18, so they have time for maybe 1 quick play out of bounds. And then a Hail Mary, as they use both their timeouts on the last Paris drive. Going to look to throw. Time running out. Cannot afford a safety. Just going to fire one up downfield. This will make it into the end zone. Swatted, up free, in the air, intercepted, going the other way, and he's tackled down to end this first half. It is 33-14, Baton Rouge. What a tip drill interception as we go to the half here on RSC. Winner advances to the playoffs. That will be the playoff selection show tonight at 10:30 exclusively in the LFG Discord. So a big second half coming up for Paris, or will Baton Rouge continue on? Paris will get the ball coming out the half, so they kind of need something to go their way. The RSC, or LFG on RSC, as that'll be a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This is a big drive to start it off for Paris, as they kind of need a touchdown to really help them stay in this game. He's going to fire short. That's caught. Trying to make a couple moves. The ball is free, but Paris recovers. Wanted to go right, goes back left. Looking to throw, has all day, wide open, middle of the field, cut for a 26-yard gain and a first down. First down and 15. Rolling out left, Q. Gonna fire downfield, man down there, overthrew him. I don't know where Nico is. Of course, Nico is in the game now. Nico is in at quarterback for Paris. So, let's take a look at his stats this year. He finally decided he wanted to show up. 288, completion 5,676 yards, 63 touchdowns, 21 interceptions with a 92.50 QBR. 4th and inches upcoming for Nico and his offense. His first drive in the game comes in the second half. 4th and inches, gonna lob one, wide open, end zone, incomplete! He had a man wide open, and it's a turnover on downs. So it'll be first down and 15, Baton Rouge. What a turn of events when you thought you had a touchdown. They could have a touchdown the other way, and they do. 62 yards the other way. Touchdown, Baton Rouge, Megatron again, and they are routing Paris. And we're not even halfway through the third quarter. And the PAT is good. It is 40-14. It's going to take a major comeback effort by Paris to get back in this game. Of course, in the fourth quarter, you do have the 4th downs. They could work some magic doing that. Very unlikely, though. So I think we're getting a play clock. So we'll see what's going on. 40-14 our score right now. Baton Rouge really looking like they want this playoff spot in a game that just really hasn't been close since the first drive. Both teams scored on their first drive. It looked like we were going to have a good game. Did not turn out that way so far. Of course, we still got 8 minutes left in this 8 minutes and 33 seconds left in this game. I think we are back ready for play. Here in just halfway through this third quarter. Nico's going to look to throw right, has a man, that's Has, with a 27-yard gain and a first down. I think it really has to start on this drive if you want the comeback effort to happen. It is 40-14. Nico's going to step up, fire one downfield, and incomplete. Second down. Looks right, rolls back left. Has all day, fires middle of the field, intercepted! It's been that kind of night for Paris. Alex on the interception. With 3:02 left in this third quarter. And Baton Rouge really has a chance to open up this game and make it a 40-point lead if they want to. Looking left, gonna step up, fire, that's caught. Did not get the first down, has a gain of 13 there. Second and 1, gonna run, and has a first down. Leonard with the game, with an amazing game today. First down and 15. Less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds in this third quarter. Alex keeps the feet in bounds for another 25-yard gain and another Baton Rouge, first down. They are really routing them right now. And a chance to put another touchdown on the board. Leonard rolling out left, goes back right and looks through the middle of the field. Fires incomplete. Intended into the end zone. Second down. What can Paris do defensively to try to force a stop against Leonard? Gonna fire short, caught, first down, first and goal. The BTA is being applied right now. Leonard looking for another touchdown to go on the stat book. Wide open, back of the end zone, overthrew him and incomplete. Would have been another touchdown to add on. (40-14), a minute 35 in this third. Left, gonna step up, throw, that is caught, touchdown, Baton Rouge, again. 46-14, Assassins, the man who got the game started, has his second touchdown of the game. PAT to make it a 43-point game, and it is right down the middle. 43-point game here in Baton Rouge. It's really looking like they're going to be the ones heading to the season 50 LFG playoffs. Of course, this is the RSC LFG play-in round 2. Of course, winner goes to the playoffs, and it's looking very likely. With it being a 43-point game, we only have less than half of this quarter and one more quarter to go. That was almost intercepted, luckily caught, trying to get the edge. He has a convoy down the field, trying to cut it in and cut it back. This could be a touchdown. Touchdown, Paris, one play, 75 yards, and they finally have another touchdown. Has is down there. He had the convoy that he needed. He kind of ran through a man right there. And a PAT to make it 47-21. That's Chris Paul, as the famous meme, has cut the lead to 41. 47-21, Baton Rouge will get the ball back. Of course, they cannot go for a fourth down because it is not the fourth quarter yet. They kind of need a defensive stop right here, though, to have any chance in the game. As we'll get a return. As that's a big hit, almost forced a fumble. As we are under a minute in this third. I mean, it is totally possible for this comeback to happen. But will it and can it? Looking to throw, rolling out right, fires. This could be the interception that you need, but instead, a great toe tap catch for a first down. And this Paris defense that I heard all about when I looked up Paris in the LFG chat, that was amazing, is getting torched right now by Leonard and his offense. 35 seconds left in the third. Wanted to go left, goes back right, and heads back left, fold, wide open. The ball is free, and Paris has it. You have barbecue back there and did not invite me. Hurt my feelings. And Paris trying to get back into this football game. (47-21) fires. That is caught for a 12-yard gain. A touchdown right here would make it a 3-possession game when they were down by, I think, 5 possessions just a couple minutes ago. As we are heading to the fourth quarter. First down and 15. As we will go to the fourth. 47-21. Of course, you have the fourth downs that you can go for. They forced their first turnover of the game. They do need to start scoring some touchdowns, as that was a dangerous pass, and it is incomplete. And you need to preserve as much time as possible, just in case you don't get the fourth downs. But the ideal situation is you kind of have to convert every fourth down in 25 to have a chance in this football game. Nico throws, middle of the field, caught, first down, 33-yard gain. "30 seconds gone by here in the fourth. Nico rolling out left, pump fakes, got a man jumping, fires sideline, that is caught! Touchdown, Paris! And they will immediately call the fourth down. And we could have a game brewing. That's Q, the man who was playing quarterback a couple minutes ago. It is a 20-point football game. This to make it 19. And the kick is a line drive and good. 47-28. We will get a fourth down attempt. If Paris can convert this, they'll be right back in the football game. Down by 19. Looking on fourth down and 25. Fires. Oh, it's caught! It looked like it was going to be intercepted. So Paris is right back in the game. Fires short, caught, makes a man miss, dives. First down. I accidentally almost just absolutely destroyed my mic. My bad. My mic almost just fell. But it did not. Nico rolling left, fires end zone. Touchdown, Paris. We have a game, folks. Chevaliers right back in it. Has on the touchdown catch the man who got the rally started. And the PAT stays in the upright. Well, I think we all counted Paris out. They're right back in the game. 47-35. For those who tuned out, they're missing maybe a potential comeback of the year if it can be pulled off. That's a dangerous swatted, incomplete pass. And oh no, that might have just ruined all the comeback hopes. They had got it down to a 2-possession game. Gonna fire, end zone, touchdown, Baton Rouge. That's more of kind of a disguise. That's kind of more of a disguise score, in my opinion. Yeah, Nico's back in the game, for those who did tune out. As it is 53-35, as that PAT was blocked. Paris was down as much as 47-14. They have brought it back to a 3-possession game with 3 minutes here left in the game. That looked like they could have had a fourth down conversion when they were down 2 possessions. It ended up getting swatted down. So they're down 3 possessions, but they have plenty of time to come back with the fourth downs. Nico's going to roll left and look to throw. Middle of the field, dangerous pass. He had it, but it's incomplete. He got popped. 3:14 left in the fourth quarter. Nico rolling out left. Needs to find something, especially on this drive. Gonna fire short, cut, trying to make a couple men dodge and weave. Has a first down as we go under 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. If Paris can come back and win, that would be one of the all-time comebacks that I've ever seen in LFG history. Gonna fire downfield. This ball is swatted. Incomplete. Second down upcoming. For those who just tuned in, of course, I've seen that we've gained some viewers. Paris was down as much as 47-14 in this football game. They've brought it back to what was a 12-point game. But now, of course, some scores, or a score by Baton Rouge has put the game back up to a 18-point game. So what can Paris do? They have to score on this drive and have to convert at least 2 fourth downs. Dangerous, kind of lower pass. Caught for a first down into Baton Rouge territory. Paris and Nico was not here for half the game. Swatted and incomplete. Nico did not play in the first half, as I think he was, I don't know where he was going. We will get a challenge. So, we'll see what happens. Not sure what is happening. Oh, I don't know. There's so many new plays going on. So that will be something to deal with at the end of the game, though. Could be in handy at the end when coming down to it. 2 minutes, first down, and 15 for Nico and his offense. Rolling left, trying to find something. Needs to find something. You can remember, they still have to convert 2 fourth downs after they score on this drive. If they do, incomplete. 1:50 in the fourth. Third down and 15. Gonna step up, launch one, end zone, caught, touchdown, Paris, right back in it. What's up, Cowboy? This game was 47-14 at one point, and Paris came back and has a chance to really try to get back in it, Cowboy. Really happy that y'all's party can join us here on RSC. 1:46, gonna go for 2 to make it a 10-point game. Wide open, swatted, and incomplete. They will go for the fourth down there. And we will have a challenge, but they're going to accept that one. So they will get the 2 for that. Atlanta won with a walk-off field goal. So good to see that was a good game over there for you, Cowboy. As we could have a good one. We have a comeback brewing if Paris can convert on this fourth down. 10-point game. In a game that's really seen it all. Nico wanted to go right, rolling back left. Fires on a comeback, man down there, swatted, ball free, and caught! What a catch! And Paris is right back in it. Out route 13 yards. Second down and 2. The Vikings got a challenge. I don't think the Vikings are playing right now. Lobs, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Paris! The Vikings are not playing. I don't know why we're saying the Vikings have a challenge. The Vikings are not playing. Gonna go for 2 to make it a 2-point game. With a minute left in this first... Oh, he threw it off his own lineman. So it'll be a 4-point game. They have to score a touchdown. They'll go for the fourth down and 25. This game, a couple minutes ago, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Minneapolis is not playing. We have Baton Rouge and Paris. Oh, okay, you're talking about Cowboy Crabs game. I was about to say we do not have Minneapolis on this side. Fourth down, it's wide open. First down. Oh, my. What a game! seconds. Timeout called by Leonard and Baton Rouge. Paris is right back in it, folks. We got a good one on RSC. Fires out route caught for a gain of 10. This game to start the fourth quarter was 47-21. I'm pretty sure they have came all the way back. Bad pass, intercepted in the end zone. Grandmaster, I think, just put the dagger into Paris and their comeback hopes. Borrowing a miracle, as we are getting some lag again. Gonna lob one deep downfield. If this is intercepted, they have a chance. It's incomplete. So borrowing a pick six, the game is practically over. It would take a pick six to win the game for Paris, as this will be thrown to a crowd. Swatted, incomplete, and Baton Rouge survives the comeback efforts by Paris, and our final score is 53-49. Well, what a game we just had on RSC. The comeback that never was. There was no pick six. The game is over. Our final score is Baton Rouge 53. Just think, if you really think about it, if Paris would have not gone for that terrible 2-point conversion, they could have kicked a game-tying field goal a couple seconds ago. Did not. Decided not to. The game is over. Baton Rouge moves on to the LFG Season 50 playoffs. I love yapping. That is my specialty for TK Mitch on RSC. We'll see you. I'm going to let Micah raid. Have a great night, and we should see you tomorrow night.